We all know the specific amount of money. It's the $100 that quietly evaporates from your checking account between the 1st and the 15th of every month. It leaves no traceable explanation, just a collection of forgotten subscriptions, coffees, and a dinner you barely remember. That slow leak creates a very specific kind of dread. It usually hits around 2:54 a.m., glowing in the dark as you refresh your banking app. You look at the stagnant balance and wonder where the money went. Reversing this cycle takes about 20 minutes on a Tuesday night. You open a brokerage account, link your bank, and set an automatic transfer of $100 for the 1st of every month. You buy a basic total market index fund, confirm the purchase, and close the app. The next morning, your life looks identical to the day before. Your commute takes the same amount of time and your coffee tastes the same. This lack of immediate friction is why most people underestimate the magnitude of what they just did. The financial math of investing $100 a month moves slowly. The early years offer very little to look at. However, the psychological shift happens the moment the account is funded. You have transitioned from someone who intends to invest someday into someone who actually invests. These two identities exist in different categories. This new identity begins to alter your daily decisions. You start asking different questions and prioritizing your spending with more intent. Holding a real investment changes what you notice in your own financial life. Behavioral research shows that the most reliable predictor of long-term wealth is simply having started. Crossing that behavioral threshold and having money in a real account is what predicts the next 20 years. Around month 6, you hit your first real test. This line chart shows steady monthly contributions, interrupted by a sudden drop in the market. Your $600 of contributions is now showing a balance of $563. You have lost $37 on paper. Your nervous system registers this with a massive response because it evolved in an environment where loss meant physical danger. People who fail this test sell their positions and wait for the right moment to get back in. But the market recovers while they are waiting. Data shows that missing just the 10 best trading days in a 20-year period cuts total returns in half. If you stay the course, you reach year 1. This bar chart compares your $1,200 contribution against a $47 return. From the outside, the result looks negligible. Focus on the behavior of that tiny return column. Your expanding base is creating an accelerating growth rate. That rate is quietly adding more value to the account every month, even when your contribution remains exactly the same. Surviving these early years requires mastering boredom and emotional friction. Success at this stage comes from the ability to do nothing when the urge to interfere is at its strongest. Having skin in the game creates a ripple effect of awareness. You start noticing the 1.2% fee in your 401k, or the credit card interest rate that cancels out your monthly investment returns. You see costs differently because you are now someone who tracks returns. By year 5, you have invested $6,000. The account balance is approximately $7,200. Your money is now generating $42 every month just by existing. This is also the point where lifestyle inflation becomes dangerous. Your income is likely higher, and the $100 transfer feels small. The temptation to pause the insignificant contribution to buy something else is at its peak. This split area chart reveals the price of that pause. Stopping your contributions for 3 years saves you $3,600 today, but it costs you $19,000 in future wealth. That 3-year pause carries a $19,000 price tag. By stopping the contribution today, you are effectively deleting that wealth from your future balance. By year 10, the behavior is a default. The $100 leaves your account on the 1st of the month without consideration, just like a utility bill or rent. At year 20, contributions hit $24,000, but interest surges past it to $52,000. By year 30, you contributed $36,000, but the balance reaches $121,000. The market effectively matched every dollar with $2.36. This scales with higher amounts. $200 a month becomes nearly $250,000. But time is the variable that matters most. Compounding requires a long runway to produce these results. You are no longer the engine of this wealth. You have become the steward of a self-sustaining financial machine that grows every year by more than you contribute. Think back to the late-night banking app check. the same glowing screen in a dark room, smoothly scrolling downward. Checking out of curiosity feels different than checking out of panic. You are observing growth rather than monitoring stagnation. That shift in how you feel is what the $100 actually buys you. The $100 you invest this month won't change your life today. It changes the person making the decision next month. And that person 30 years from now will have built a future that the person on the couch tonight did not quite picture yet.